bonus health is gay, which is true. It is absolutely true. But before that, where is my own stream? It's not popping up on my phone. I know I'm streaming. Waiting for a sec. I'm literally here. Why am I not showing up? What in the homosexuality? There we go. And first, I was afraid. There we go. And copy link. Put that here. Put that there. Bada bing. Bada boom. Alright. Live chat. Oh, of course you would, CT5. Of course you would put that. Average bonus health user. Hey, J-Dog. JD. JD Vance. J-Dog Vance. Bonus health is for homosexuals, bruv. I don't make the rules. I just call them out. If you're homo, you're homo. But all I'm saying is that this card is for gays. That's why it stays in the closet. As in, locked. See what I did there? Alright, let's see who's on. Where is my boy Amu? Amu Tinu. Put the brightness up. Right, I'm gonna go straight into a game. Actually, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna open my energy drink too. Naboo is terrible. No, thank you. Crate? I don't like it, but good map rotation. I'll take it. Bismillah. Well, that's pretty good, actually. I haven't had one of these in forever. I don't know, maybe like a couple hours ago, but that counts, right? Oh, yeah, bonus health is gay. Don't use that card. Imagine taking Vader, the most OP character on the game, and being like, I have 3 cards on my setup. I don't know which other card to put. I have to put bonus health. Like, I'm not gonna make it if I don't. Oh my god. Like, you have to be such a faggot to put bonus health as one of your cards. Like, he has so many amazing cards. Vader is one of the only heroes that can confidently take on a whole team. And instead of putting a card that will help you at taking on an entire team, you're like, no, I'm gonna put bonus health. Not any other choke cards, or any other cards that might actually help you kill them faster, or whatnot. Nah, I'm gonna give myself 150 extra health, because that's totally gonna do a lot. For bonus health to be actually good, I mean, it would need to do another 350 health. I wonder with Battlefront user OG, I don't know. Oh, I think it's I'm like 95% sure it's Star Wars Duels. I always use negative health. We'll come back, bro. Negative health. It takes away from Vader's health. What does it do? Anytime you activate his Furious buff or whatever, it just takes away 200 instead of giving you plus 200. Crap, my phone's already dying. Bro is onto nothing. I am onto something. I got cut off by his comment. Imagine fighting a team. Let's say you were about to do a 1v4, right? Which is unfair, but I mean, let's say you were going to. Like, look at this guy. He doesn't have any bonus health. If he did, one of my hits, like that, basically took away all the damage. One of my hits, and his bonus health is effectively useless. Or he could put Punishing Grip, Last Gasp, which is, both of them together is amazing. He could put the longer Saber Throw, so at least it could go further and actually hit the back, which is good if you're fighting a whole team, you don't have to be as close to him. Or you could put the one where it deals more damage for the Saber. There's so many better ones. What would you have to be such a gay ass to be like, nah, I need 150 extra health? Right? It's so stupid. So stupid. Barely got here, but I already know it's a fire stream. You just got here on time, bro. The stream started like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, bonus health is just gay. If you want to defend bonus health, you may try, but I'm against it. If bonus health had a lawyer, it would be me. No, I had a... No, not a lawyer. That means you'd be defending it. What's the other side called? There's the defendant and the prosecution. If it had a prosecutor, it'd be me. I fucking hate that card. And you know what's funny? You're probably gonna say like, well, because you have a new account now, which isn't new, but a newer prosecutor is. Because you have a newer account, you just didn't unlock the card. It's easy to say you used it before. I'd never used it before, really. I've had it on before just to try it out, but I've never actually went up to myself and be like, yeah, you know what I need today? I need bonus health. Even if you go to my past streams on my past account, I never used that card. Not on any of my loadouts, whether it's a 1v1 loadout, GA, or hero versus villains. None. None. And the thing is, you're going to tell me, okay, fine, well, at least use it for, what's it called, showdown or whatever, 1v1s. Okay, let's say you do use it for 1v1s and you're fighting a Luke like me, right? A Luke Skywalker, which doesn't have any bonus health or any other extended health. Imagine winning over a Luke and you had bonus health, and as you won the fight you had 50 or 100 health remaining after your fight with Luke. Did you really win that fight? I mean, you have 200 extra health already, plus you're gonna give yourself the another 150 plus all the other health buffs that Vader has just to barely win against the Luke. I don't count that as an L for Luke, because Luke doesn't have any magical health buffs, right? And plus his health goes away really quick. Basically what I'm trying to say is, you really need to go all that in over a hero that's already super good to beat someone by just a smudge. That doesn't say a lot about you. Like, if I did that, let's say I was in a competition for $1,000 and I barely won with Vader with bonus health over a Luke or something, I wouldn't go to everybody and be like, yeah guys, I beat the Luke. Because, bro, he beat your ass. It's like a 5-year-old beating... it's like if you beat up a 5-year-old, but the 5-year-old left you bleeding. I wouldn't go around being like, yeah, guys, I beat that 5-year-old. Like, no, the 5-year-old almost beat you. That doesn't say anything bad about the 5-year-old. That just says a lot about you, brother. You don't need all those cards to be good with Vader. I mean, all the bonus health cards. Having bonus health and gay in the title is gay. No, it isn't. People need to know the truth. So apparently every Vader I run into is gay. It is true. A lot of them. This young feller here is not. Firehawk. He's not yet. I feel like he might be. He's level 4, so I don't think he's even high level enough to unlock it. If you need the cards Oak Vader to win a 1v1, you should respawn in real... Yes, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Coyote. Those 5-year-olds from London carry knives, if it isn't too far-fetched. Yeah, I forgot about the London stabby stabs. Yeah, London's fucked. I used to actually be not a fan, just overall of the UK, but I kind of wanted to go visit when I was younger, and now that I hear everything about it, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't feel like getting stabbed for just being a straight white man. I'm okay. Nah, Bosk can't regain 100 health like every other hero, that's why. Well, Bosk is Bosk. The Bosk is different. And plus he doesn't have bonus health. And and also, just for the record, bonus health for Vader, primarily. I know Anakin has Tenacious, which I don't really like. It used to be 200 health for Anakin, which was fine. Right? And then Chewbacca has bonus health, a variant of it. Lando... Like, for Lando and Chewbacca, I feel like it's almost necessary. Like, it's a crime that they'd already have that much health. So for those heroes, it's fine, because they don't have any other way. And they could just die in, like, 3 strikes if you, like, look the wrong way and they surprise attack you, right? So it's fine. But a lightsaber hero already has a block, right? So from the get-go, you can't hurt me. Lando, you can. You actually need skill. So it's fine if you have bonus health, or a variant of bonus health on it. Bonus health is what the card is called for Vader. For Lando, it's, like, hot and cold or something. So that's why I specifically am calling out bonus health. Because on an already good character, you do not need that extra health. Invest in actually making your character being able to kill. Like, it's stupid. And Obi-Wan has this card. I don't know why people would have it. Even in 1v1s, Obi-Wan already has like, what, 300, 350? It's just not that useful. And 1v1s, it's just too much of a get-out-of-free jail card. Right? If you really need that card to win, you need to just train more. I don't like the fact that I would require that card just to win. It's like Obi-Wan. I'm gonna let this guy hit me a couple times. 2 more. I'm at 355. Let's see how much I can regen. Without the card, by the way. I just don't want to get hit right now. 355 to 650. I can already regen 300 health as is. I'm already better than most heroes, because most heroes is 200 or 250 if you're really good, and then Obi-Wan just casually has 300. And then you want to add another 100 to that? I mean, you can. It's not as gay as the Vader gamer card. Oh shit. But do you really need it? No. Like, I have the forward card, which makes this thing a lot better, and I have both of the force push cards. Sometimes you could argue like, okay, you don't need a range on Obi-Wan, but it really makes that difference, especially if you have Bulbas in your team. Then we're both laggy. I could hear you out semi, but also you're in the same camp that, oh my god, I need that extra health regen because I'm so bad at the game that, like, if I don't and I'm gonna die, then you're doing it wrong. If you win, it's like getting a gun to a fist fight. It's like you need a gun to just fight off against a guy with your instead of your fists. Sorry. It's like, yeah, you got him, but yeah, you also used a gun, bruv. That's the way I see it with health regen. Obi's health regen. Oh, I got the glitch where he froze me. I want to get on today. That's too bad. I remember when Palpatine had a block in Battlefront when he looked like he was trying to wave away a fart. Oh yeah. At least he had one. With resilience, you can get regen full from 250. It's so good using it. Yeah. Honestly, it isn't really. I don't even use that card for HV. I never used it. Obi-Wan is one of the only characters where my HVV setup is the same as my GA and 1v1. Same for Maul too. I'll go through it really quick. What is it? We weren't even a competitive pick. He's pretty good competitively, in my opinion. My service is being as right now. Yeah, so is mine. You can tell. Yeah, the quick and focus is really good. I mean, you need a card, right? His force push as is. It takes so long. People are gonna see it coming, and plus, you could tell me, well, if you just activate it quickly, like don't get the full range, you could still do it, and fine, you could, but also you're not getting the extra damage because as you're doing it all the way through the force push for Obi-Wan, you're also getting the entire damage, right? If you don't do it full through, it does 150, which is honestly really good, and that was gay. But if you do it all the way through, you get 180. That card makes it a lot faster to get it all the way through, and his really good. So adding whatever extra damage it is to this thing, I won't mind. And the extra range on this thing is insane. I think Obi-Wan is one of the only characters, saber heroes really, that has a really good range ability. Think about it. None of the heroes or villains have a really good range ability. You're gonna tell me saber throw? Yeah, it isn't as good as Obi-Wan's, right? With Obi-Wan's thing can do 180 damage like that. None of the saber throws can, and I know you can hit them on the way on and back, but how many times do you play Vader or Maul and you actually hit both strikes? I do it time to time. I do it way more on Obi-Wan than I do it on Vader or Maul, so. Resilience is OP on duels, not that useful in HVV, but it's useful in some game modes. Of course it's useful, I just don't like... It's like having aim assist on and then turning it off and you can't aim for shit. I never have aim assist on because I can still aim. I like using my own skills. If I want to, I'll get aim assist on because I'm already good. It'll make me better, but it doesn't aim for me, right? It doesn't do the entire job for me. With Obi-Wan, for example, or with same goes for bonus health. It does the whole job for you. All you have to do is just hold block and wait for your health to regen, and then you're back to where you began. It's just, it doesn't make you a better player. You're not going to be taking as much risk. After playing with an Anakin who can only heal 250 or a Luke with a 200, you need to be a way better player. If you're going to do that, if you're going to fight with Luke, for example, you can't just be like, I'm going to go for this type of ability and then hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh, if you mess it up with Obi, then whatever, I'll just regenerate. You can't say that kind of stuff, or you can't do that kind of stuff with Luke or an Anakin, right? You need to be on your game, which is why, if you've noticed, the type of Luke players you go up against are really freaking good. The good ones, right? They're a lot better than the really good Obi-Wan players. Because with Obi-Wan, you can mess up and it's fine. You'll just regen everything. With Luke, you can't. You can't regen everything. You have to just do it or you don't. Right? So it encourages really good skill base, I guess. As for Obi-Wan, although I am personally a good Obi-Wan and whatnot, the vast majority don't need to be that good. All you do is just block, do a little combo, which is good. But if you mess it up, guess I'll just go regen my 450 whatever health. Oops. So that's what I mean, right? You need to be so much better if you're going to play with the other heroes. You don't have a choice, you have to be. With Obi-Wan, you don't necessarily have to be. From the get-go, he already has 300 health, which is really good. I mean, at least you know Phasma's cards are gay, especially not... Yeah, no, Phasma is not gay. Not gay at all. She's like the Kamala Harris of the Battlefront. So Oh god. Oh, I couldn't even... I was blocking right there, by the way. In case. I prefer stamina card instead of one push cards. Stamina... I mean, he already has a lot. That's the thing. He already has a lot. You're not going to be, like, looking like, oh my god, I need it. Perfect defense, blocking lightsaber. Okay, I mean, that's a lot more. It's good, right? It's good. I just don't see me in a fight, and I've been in them, where I run out of stamina. I'm like, crap, I'm gonna die with Obi. I've never been in that situation. I've been in a situation where I wanted to do this really quickly, and they were out of range from a normal saber attack, and it did help more than having enough stamina. I mean, look at Obi-Wan's stamina. It's not... like, you're not gonna run out in 2 seconds like Anakin. On Anakin, that card would be amazing, right? Obi-Wan, not as much, because from the start he's already really good. And there's a lesbian right here that we must take care of. And oops, I did not know being more defensive makes you a better player. It doesn't. Example by some guy copying with coping mechanisms. Yes, exactly. General Grievous health regen and flesh is more gay than bonus health. Let me think about that. Let me just read the comment though. Fallen Order, I'll get right back to you. In HPV bonus health with Vader, it's sometimes on my loadout because I don't like punishing grip, choke glitches, and that's just cope. You're just gay, Christian. There's a little side of you that's gay, and it's just coming out strong right now. You're just coping with being gay, and it's not a good thing. Just never use it again. Like, I've used it a couple times when my account was still brand new, my last one, so basically when Battlefront was brand new. And even from the start, I was like, nah, there's better cards. I wasn't even a pro, if you could say. And I didn't like it. And the troll glitches do happen, but it's not always. It's rare still. Grievous does have range on his thrust surge when it use it when someone is getting thrown by a maul. Oh yeah, that's pretty fun. Me and my friend used to do that for fun. Why did it come to that, Mamu? Yeah, Christian, stop being gay. You've already had your month. You don't need to bring it on to us again. You used it. Hey, I used it when I was brand new at the game. That doesn't count. I didn't know any better, but now I did, and I've learned my lesson years ago. Oh god, Chris Tyson's here. We were talking about gays, and the gay showed up. The bad gay too, not even one of the good ones. Bonus molested for Christian tonight. Excuses? Nah, it's not excuses. I'm literally admitting. Excuses would be me using it and being like, yeah, I need it because. That would be excuses. I'm admitting that I've used it before and never again. I'm just not gonna go for her. I'm lagging and I'm... Oh, Luke. You ain't looking good, bruv. I can't move. Oh my god. Yeah, as for Grievous, Flesh is Weak is pretty annoying to go up against, but it's whatever. He's supposed to be sort of a tank. He's like a bot / human. More machine than man, as Obi-Wan would say. So it does fit his character. The one that gives him damage reduction, the less health he has. That one is fine. And then the health regen, I feel the same. Because he has 250 health, right? Oh crap, that's my boy Ammo. He has 250 health, right? Regen, and then with the card I think he has 350. I just went to Justin House. Oh god. Just use the extra saber throw damage. Yeah, use that instead of bonus health. Look, my old OG setup for Vader, it used to be like very, very OG. Vader was still getting nerfs and buffs at the time. And I'll answer your guys' questions in a second. My OG setup used to be the one choke card, which dealt more damage if you choked more than 2. And at the time you had to spam R2 to do damage, so you did a lot of damage. And so it was basically the equivalent of Last Gasp, and I had both of the saber throw cards. And yeah, and for the saber throw cards you would always get the hit back. Because back then, if you blocked, I can't remember, but I remember always getting the hit back on my saber throw, and just having the extra damage on the saber throw because I was hit was a lot better. And also, by the way, at the time when I first purpled out my Vader, not maxed, it wasn't a thing back then. When I first purpled out my Vader, this saber throw was still dealing 150 damage, like original as is, and then when you upgraded it, I think it dealt 190. So if you nailed both of those, you'd be dealing so much damage, excluding any choke. So that used to be my old OG setup. Oh god, Dominator's here. Before I get to his question, I'm gonna answer somebody else's. And I hope I did. I hope I did it. You meant both of them, not apart? I mean, it's still... not apart? I'm not sure. 30. Alright, would you rather make out with 50 oiled up massive black dudes or Kusa never exist? Oh god. If Kusa never existed, I don't even think I'd be playing this game this much. I don't know. Also, sorry Emma, I just messed up the Obi-Wan glitch a lot, all the Yodas. I'd have to probably pick Or, just like last week. I'd have to pick Or. I can't see myself doing either of them, but I can see myself doing the latter, the third, which is Or. Answer Dominator. Alright, let me just go up. America is always so funny. Americans, veterans get 1 day of appreciation, meanwhile the Alphabet Mafia gets a whole month. Yeah. That's why they like bonus health. It's the bonus part they also like from it, not even the health aspect as much. They love the bonuses. They love getting extra. You weirdos, bro. Hey guys, I'm weird and retarded. Notice me more. Make fun of me more, so I can cry about it and start attention seeking. Most of these gays, the LGBTQ members, not even really the gay ones. If you think about it, if you really think about it, the gays from the LGBTQ are actually like the most G's. Like they're the most fine. Right? And I'm talking about the normal gay dude, right? That looks like me and you, but is just gay. Not like a dude that's super obese and that has pink hair, right? Not those dudes. Most of them don't want these like gay ass parades. They just get annoyed by it. And most of them who are just like going out and looking retarded, and someone just says, "You don't look that good," and starts crying about it, like, "Oh, I've been depressed since before I was born, and born in the wrong body, you know, should have been a lizard, but unfortunately," they're just attention seeking. If you're really sad, you're not speaking. Imagine the last time someone died in your family. Everybody's quiet. Nobody's like, "Yeah, that person died. I'm so sad." You're just attention seeking. Once in those situations, you just stay quiet, or you almost say nothing. The whole room's quiet. If you're really that sad and depressed, you stay quiet. These people are just attention seeking. "I'm depressed. I'm born in the wrong body. Blah blah blah." Hit the gym and act straight. Yo, bro, do you remember Armored East? Yeah, I remember Armored East. Me and him randomly met up once in Rebel Depot, and we got like a huge kill streak on HVV and Battlefront 1. I remember him. Bro accidentally left. Yeah, I noticed. It's fine. Extra bigger. Yeah, these people are just... This is why this is always going to stay in the closet. No amount of money is going to make me unlock this card. Just the fact that I even unlock it is already a shameful experience. I don't have to use it. Just the fact that I might even unlock it would be shameful. That's you? How are you, Armored East? It's been a while. We have to do that again. The game was still getting updates by the time we did that. That was probably... I think that's still my record high of kills in an HVV game. I haven't even had that many in this game. Get it off the screen? Get what off the screen? I don't know who that guy is. I don't think I did the glitch. I guess we'll find out. Hello, Joby-Wan Kenobi. I did not do it. Or did I? Nope, I did not. Please don't do it. Not right. Let's use the saber throw right quick. Okay, never mind. I guess it didn't hurt on the way back. I will try again. Oh, don't mind trick. Don't do it. Okay. God, yeah, I definitely didn't do it if I have lag. Oh, well, I'm not gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna go out of my way to try, I should say. It makes for a boring stream. Have to be a weird coincidence because yesterday I looked up about Battlefront and wondered what would your channel name be, and look at your old video. Yeah, my old videos are still there, and my channel name is still the same. Nothing's changed. Well, some stuff has changed, but not like big. The name's still there. Most of the old vids are still there. No reason to delete them, right? That's weird. I was blocking. Man, no reason to delete them. I even like going back to watch them. All right, let's go with Grievous. What's his health card again? Increase health generation or regeneration. What is it? You had a different name back in the day before second. No. It was Second Gaming. My PSN was named General Abdel, and it's still named General Abdel. The YouTube channel is called Second Gaming. My PlayStation name is General Abdel. Those two have always been separate, but they've always been the same since. And yeah, as for whoever, no, you're good, bro. As for whoever asked for the Grievous cards, both of them together is extremely gay. I agree. If you put them apart, the regeneration... actually, if you put them apart, it's fine. I think Grievous is, aside from the shooters, Grievous is the only one where if you actually have the... let's use him. If you actually have the card where you regen more, it's fine, generally. Why? Because Grievous is... You can't... For example, you can't block with him, right? So if you're... And he's a big target. So the fact that you're gonna go up against, like, for example, this team right now, I could block against the Anakins and whatnot, but the BB-8 and this guy are gonna absolutely destroy me. So the health regen, I could actually use. Because I'm gonna get melted because I can't really block, and it brings me back to sort of Darth Maul from when he first came out, where you couldn't block with Maul. So I'm basically, in some terms, when I go up against shooters, I'm basically blockless, and because I'm just one big massive target coming at you, right? And to close distance with Grievous is sort of hard. When you get to medium range, it's fine if you can time your abilities right, like the Claw Rush and Star Surge. But yeah, if you could just go up against a team of just at least 2 shooters, like right now, I think they have a BB-8, so it doesn't really count. But if you go up against like 2 shooters and 2 sabers, that card, it does make a lot of sense. But if they're all sabers, right, then just take it off. You're good. Sabers versus saber with Grievous is fine. The moment you have a shooter, then okay, you can arguably put it on. That's my my assessment on it. My verdict, I should say. But yeah, I guess it's just my opinion, referring to my comment about the homosexual. No, it's not just your opinion. It's true. It's very, very true. The people who allowed these gays to rally are only getting 1 day, and the gays that had nowhere behind the events or anything have like 15 months out of 12 for them. It makes no sense at all. No sense too. Flesh is useful when you survive, and regen helps getting more health, and you can be a tank. Yes. But having both of them on is still gay. One of them is fine at a time. The other one is fine if there's shooters. And that's why I've already thought on it. That's why I only have one of them on right now. Like the whatever this was called. You regen a lot slower, but at least you have a lot of damage reduction, which I'm a big damage reduction fan, generally. Because of all the glitches. There's probably a way to make Grievous like semi-invincible because of this. I just don't know it yet. And then with Maul, I maxed out Maul because of this card. This card is so OP, I love it. I remember when I was still on my learning curve on invincibility glitches, and one of my friends who used to teach me a lot of them, or not teach me, but mentor me through them, if you will, told me that this card doesn't actually deal 16%, it deals 60%, and it doesn't only deal them to bullets, it's to just everything. So bombs, whatever. The moment I learned that, I was like, oh my god, if you utilize this perfectly, Maul is so OP, and it is so true. So no matter what setup I'm using with Maul, which effectively, if it's GA, 1v1s, or whatever, it's the same 3 cards, this card is just so OP. Anytime I fight for example, a Han, I try to time it, so as soon as I throw that bomb, I do this. Because then I'm getting 60% damage reduction on the bomb, for example. Oh, I can't move. I'm trying to... Oh, I can't use my abilities. I might as well let them kill me. You use more spin attacks. Yeah, the spin attack one is good. I will give you that. Flow motion. It is good. It's just... It's like this or that. So, for any of my Maul setups, I'm going to use Lightsaber Defense. Whatever card I'm putting, I'm going to use Lightsaber Defense. Now, Maul Saber Throw, I prefer over Vader's, although it does deal less damage, just because it's so quick. And because it's so quick, you can actually hit your targets a lot better, and they actually work. So, here, I'm going to pause. There we go. So, because it can hit a lot quicker, I'm investing into my Saber Throw. So, I put Range Throw. But it doesn't deal that much damage, and even if it does, I want more damage, so you put Extended Throw. And since you actually hit it twice most of the time, why not, right? Maul is the only one out of both of them where I actually hit them a lot more. With Flow Motion, it is good, it's just these cards are so much better. So I can respect if you put this one in one of them. My old setup used to be Flow Motion, and these two, I think. I can't remember. Oh, no, it used to be Throw to Slow, Range Throw, or not Range Throw. I can't remember. I think it used to be these three when the game first came out. But cards switched around, so... And I can't even pick one now. Do you play on your PS4 still? Because it sounds like playing... Yes, I'm playing on the same PS4 that I used when we used to play together. It's the same one. It's still kicking. Still alive, better than it ever did, bro. Still standing. Uh-oh. That's the thing with Greer, is his like connection to hitting somebody. What is it called? There's a word for it. When you're right in front of somebody, you try to hit them, and it kind of auto locks you into them. That thing on Grievous is so bad. I always forget how bad it is. I'm referring to how it is scientifically illogical to exist based on evolution, and also religiously wrong. 10% ability recharge is not that... No, it's not even not that good. It's just terrible. Did my choke really get neither of those guys? It must be because of lag. There's no way. Either way. Yeah, the 10% card, I've put it on a couple times, and I would sit around like this and just count. 1, 2... The lunge, yes. I would sit around and just count. And it could literally... I'd literally notice nothing. I noticed there may be something. I don't even think it's there. Like, I genuinely, just between me and you guys, I don't even think it's there. Like, the 10% discount, I don't even think is there. So why would you put it on? And even if it is, it's not noticeable, because I didn't freaking notice it. And I would just sit around so many times just looking at it. So that card is not useless. If you do prefer more spins, at least put Lightsaber Defense. Whatever card setup you have with Maul, use Lightsaber Defense. It is so good. It's the only reason why I maxed out Maul. Literally, like, Maul used to be my favorite when the game first came out. When his saber throw used to be horizontal or whatever. Or vertical. The other way around. I don't know the difference. And ever since they switched it, they give him a block, I was like, he's bad now. Yes, I did say he's bad now. And then I learned about the 60% damage reduction. I was like, yep, that's it. I'm playing Maul. And he's been one of my favorites ever since. That card, this card, is just so good. So I use Fool Me Once card because it's easier to fight Luke. That's the 10%. I remember when Maul had infinite stamina, but then again he also had no block. Exactly, right? And Anakin. I use it more saber damage and spins with damage reduction. More saber distance is not that good. It is good. It is good. I would argue you could make in 1v1s. I do like the fact that I can dash. You know how, like, for example, if you're fighting a Luke, I always bring it back to Luke because it's what I'm familiar with. Let's say you and Luke both dash into each other. You both deal 100 damage, right? So you lose 100, he loses 100. And even if he has the 15% and you have 60%, he's not going to do damage to you, but you could do a lot of damage to him. So if you do have the third spin attack, even if you trade with him, you're not going to be losing that much health, but you're going to be dealing 300 to him. So I can understand. But if you're going to do both of those cards on, then I would still at least equip one of the long saber throw or the one that deals more damage. Now, I might pick the one that deals more damage. I'm not too sure. Because if it deals more damage, then if they're far, you can't even hit them. But if they're far, then you might be able to hit them and on the way back as well. right? They think they're running away and you can't hit them, but you can. I've had a lot of experiences in the game, and I think this setup is one of my best. Like, I've been playing this game before it launched beta, right? So I am talking from my experience here. More saber distance is not that good. You can just get pulled or hit it with that. It's not too slow. It's not too slow. That's the thing. With Maul, it's not that slow. With Vader, it is, but you can block anyway, so it's whatever. With Maul, if I usually click it, if I'm trying to be slick, click it as I'm dodging, so it basically cancels your whole argument. But if you time it well, you can. And good thing of Maul saber throw is that it's fast, and you can use the. Alright, it's not that fast. No, this timing is essentially the same, even with or without the card. I forgot about my energy drink. Yeah, I have the lag bar, which is kind of annoying. Don't worry, the black thing's gonna go away. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. Depends where you aim at. Aim anywhere. It's not that fast. It's not that slow. Oh, I don't even know if I did it. I'm pretty sure I did. The Django Clementino. Hello, fellas in Paris. How are we doing? I did not do it. Oh, I did do it. Never mind. It's one behind me. Whew. Bonus health may be gay, but do you know what's more gay? What if instead of the Wild West, we instead had the Wild Freak? Instead of riding horses, they rode men. Yeah, that wouldn't be so wild. I can, you know, name a couple examples where I've seen something like that before. I know Americans are into that type of stuff. The Western people are. They rode men. Many men wish death upon me. That's Chris's dream. Yeah, his dream is to do it to you, though, Christian. So watch out what you wish for, brother. Hello, fellas in Paris. Oh, I'm so laggy. I can't do anything. Thank you. Yeah, but Christian, it's inevitable. He literally says it all the time, too, so you know it's gonna come back to you. I'm just gonna stay here. Hopefully he pulls one of them. Nice! Oh, I don't have attraction. Good card. Anakin is one of these heroes where he has many good cards, and it's actually hard to get a good card set up for him. Like, a lot of them are just really good. Not very Christian of you, Christian. I don't even know if Christian is a Christian by faith. I know that's his name, that's about it. I don't know if that's his faith as well. It would be funny if his name was Christian, but he's a Muslim. Or a Jew. Hopefully not a Jew. Yes, I said that online. Who cares? Sue me. And yes, I am saying sue me over the Jews because they love money. I wouldn't have said sue me if I was saying the same about a Christian or a Muslim. A descendant of Vader Gamer. Yes. A Vader Gamer descendant. I was actually considering naming the stream something related to Vader Gamer. Like Vader Gamers only. Something like that. He's a Shia Muslim. He's a Shia Muslim. Could you imagine? Damn! Holy... I can't move? No. I can't dodge either. This is purely because of the lag bar. It might actually just be this server. Will you tell me if you're also experiencing the 3 lag spikes or whatever? Christian forever? More like Wakanda forever? Hello, Father Gooner. So, oh, that's epic. Oh, it's rewind time. Yeah, it's a 3-bar lobby for you too. Okay, we'll finish this game and we'll see if we matchmake or not. When we have our answer, Christian is indeed Christian. Is anybody surprised? It is good to know though. Block glitch is saving me right now because I have no damage reduction. Okay, and it also took away my ability. Well, that's gay. It's pretty LGBT. Whoo, whoo, whoo. I really wanted to get him via his damage section. That would have been nice. Yeah, if it's still a 3-bar lobby after this, I'll probably either leave or see if it is still bad after and matchmake. Because I do really like this map rotation and I don't want to lose it. Oh, I can't move. Thank you. Who spawned here? I want to stay near Anakin though. Comboing 2 Anakins is fun, just not when you're lagging this bad. And that did nothing. Also, my card setup is both of the heroic might cards and massive strikes, in case some of you were wondering. Kinda want to join because I want to do the block glitch with competent people. If you're gonna do it with competent people, me and Amu are your people. I'm very competent, obviously. That goes without saying. Amu always plays with me and he's inherited my competence. So I can confidently say he's competent. I don't have to like yell at him. So if there was ever a time that you wanted to do it with many heroes, easily, competently, it's now. Because if you're trying to do it with somebody else, they're like, well, do I pick Finn to do that? Yes, you pick Finn, you retard. Also, what cards do I need? I just put the in charge, do the Fing glitch. Once you do the Fing glitch, put in charge on, and then that's it for you. Okay, well, really? Yes, really. Hey, Subliminal, welcome back. My G. And, let's say you pick Anakin and you do it. Ideally, you'd want the Finn to respawn so you can keep the recharge like I am right now. Then they just walk around with you everywhere. Like, do you have it? Do you have the glitch, or do you need it again? And they end up dying like 5 times just following me just to see if you have it, instead of just staying in a corner hidden and then coming back to like incompetence basically. So if there was ever a time, now's your time. I've dealt with so many incompetent people. It's annoying. It's not even the fact sometimes that I'm trying to do the glitch, it's just the fact that these people are so retarded. I'm like, how have you even survived this long on Earth? It makes no sense. I know this is a video game, but the logic of whatever I'm explaining to you is very, very like first grade kindergarten logic. It's not far-fetched. One day some random was doing Fing glitch, but the idiot wasn't popping the pistol. I had to message 3 times. I remember this one time a couple of weeks ago. I was just playing and randomly some guy joined me. I don't even think he did it on purpose. No, he didn't do it on purpose because I was appearing offline. He joined me on Naboo and he noticed that I was in the game before I noticed he was in the game. He noticed I was in the game. He picked Finn. I had Anakin. And he Fing glitched and popped out the pistol as soon as the game started. I was like, whoa, okay. I did the glitch and then I flashed my this thing. Scoreboard, and it was Subliminal, my G. He randomly got pulled in, did the glitch, and then left. What a G. That was the most top G thing he could have done. And then he earned his certified Nigerian role. Luckily, my thermal engine didn't explode today. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thermal engine, the fuel inside glowed as bright as the sun in my laboratory suffered a light complaint. A light complaint? Never heard of that one before. Imagine. Imagine complaining because it's too bright. It's like the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. Hey guys, it's too bright. Dumbass, put sunglasses. Or just don't. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Oh no, it's too bright. Who uses health regen here? It's a trick question. Watch out if you answer. It depends which hero on which time, so just be careful. Hopefully we can get through this round not being too lagging, and then Tatooine will be good. I'll matchmake next round, because I don't like the 3-bar. Let me pick Kylo. Galo. Actually, Kylo doesn't have any health card, does he? He does not. Yeah, basically it was so bright that you could see the light rays flowing out of the window in the broad daylight. Thank God I had welding goggles on. Yeah, at that point you need welding goggles. I've seen people weld, and you're not supposed to look at the light directly because it can literally make you blind. But sometimes I'm like, can it really make me blind? I hate when people are like, don't do this because this will happen. I'm like, just watch me. Watch me. I'm not playing Palpatine unless I'm getting money. Absolutely fucking not. I keep getting demonetized. I mean, I've got demonetized a while ago and I haven't been able to get it back. Just because I keep saying wild stuff. I could put a PayPal link, but I'm not gonna do it. Unless you really want me to play, I'll give you my... It's the same as my Kusa link. It still works. Just donate there, send it there, and then I'll see it. And I'll play Pops. I literally haven't... Pops is like... ancient for me. I haven't played him in so long. But I bet I could beat everybody with him. Probably not. Actually, you never know. I guess we'll never find out. What was I saying about, oh yeah, about the welding stuff. Like, I would, when they tell me don't do it, I'm like, well, you're making it sound like I'm a pussy. I don't like that. So I have looked into it before, but just for like a millisecond, like into the welding light, and like never again. Well, I still do it. But I never typically look at it directly in, because I'm pretty sure it can make you blind. It's just, I feel like it's one of those things where it's the studies show that this and this, the fucking studies, it's always the studies. Well, the studies show that if you're gay, your testosterone levels go up. No, they don't. You're just a woman. Like these type of studies, right? So I feel like it's the same studies they're telling you not to look into the bright light of welders. Just do it. It increases your testosterone level. Don't do it, actually. It's bad. I've done it and nothing's happened, but I also didn't look at it for a straight minute or 10 minutes or whatever. Looked at it for a second, looked away. Just wanted to see. It's not exactly the light that will cause blindness, it's the ultraviolet radiation. Uh-huh, I didn't know about that. I thought it was literally just the light. Health regen isn't saving you now, Obi-Wan. This guy has tenacious on, you can tell. Get him, boy. Nice. Well, tenacious didn't save him either. See, this bonus health type deals, it doesn't save you. And all of these guys who have it are not that good. In some ways, they're not that good. And I'm gonna spam him to death, thank you very much. So... oh, that didn't work. Gosh, this red bar lobby. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are in my story? Y'all remember that Vine? A really old Vine? Well, did any of you even have Vine? I used to have Vine. I feel like that's where TikTok, the TikTok brain rot originally started. Because back then you could only do 6-second clips. So you just have to be really freaking creative. I think I ever did 1 or 2 Vines. I didn't understand how it worked. I was more of a consumer than a producer of Vine. But I did have it, and I did experience it enough to know what it's about. That was a really good era. I remember when I had Vine, it was like I had just gotten the brand new iPod Touch for $180. And it was like a lot of money for me back then. Because, I mean, I had no job. I was a 6th grader. I don't even know how I got that money, to be honest with you. And one of the first apps I downloaded, it was Vine. Because I had it on a previous super old iPod, like 3rd gen or something, or 4th gen, I think. Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time. I do miss Vine a lot. Vine. Yeah, I can't remember how the feed exactly looks like. I know I had a lot of green on it. Hello. That was terrible. I was trying to do the frenzy. Yeah, I kind of wish you could still get it. Does anybody still have Vine on their phone, or like on an old phone? Because I'm pretty sure if you had it on an old phone, then you still have somewhat access to it, I think. Imagine how much more creative you had to be at the time, because you had to get the attention of people within 6 seconds. Which, speaking of, I think they were ahead of their time, because you always hear research about like how like people can't even last like a couple seconds on TikTok. If it's boring within the first few seconds, they don't even watch the whole thing, right? And I'm saying TikTok, same for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or any short content. I think the amount of seconds that it takes for the human to just be like, nah, this is uninteresting, I think it's between 4 to 6 seconds. I know 4 for sure. 6 seconds might still be within reach. So what does that mean? It means if you open up TikTok and you see a video, you're giving yourself essentially about 4 to 6 seconds before, like, this is uninteresting, swipe. And I think Vine understood this, and they chose 6 seconds because they knew even if they put it at a minute, people are going to watch an uninteresting video. So they were like, well, we might as well put it 6 seconds, because sure, it sounds weird, but it's not like the people who are making 1 minute video had people actually watch the whole minute video. People who made a 1 minute video would only get people who watch them for 30 seconds, so or for 6 seconds or whatever. So it kind of comes to the same thing. So I feel like that's where they were headed, which is quite smart if you think about it. They were ahead of the curve, like the Joker is. Man, we really went downhill. YouTube was more of a long-term format. Yes, YouTube was actually YouTube at the time. Now it's just like 50-50 with TikTok, you could say. Yap? No, not yapping yet. Can't mal. Pas encore. Then we had Vine, which was way better for compilation. Now we have TikTok, the Chinese brain rot software. The Chinese TikTok is fine. When I said the Chinese TikTok, I'm talking about like if you go to China and you have TikTok there, it's a lot better, apparently. You actually get a really good informative video. In here, it's like, oh no, I woke up the wrong way and now my family became lizards. Stupid. Or like it's Elon Musk and fucking Donald Trump dancing together, or something like that. It's a millisecond for me if the person in the video has blue or pink hair. It takes me a nanosecond if they had green hair. For me, if I see one of those, right? One of those people, the newer Ku Kluxman people, right? And yes, I am comparing them to the LGBT, the alphabet mafia. If I see one of them, all I do is just go to the comment section. I don't even care about the video. The video will be playing in the background. I just go to the comment section. And oh, I'm so glad it did. It's never a waste of time whenever in the comment section. Go on Instagram and watch a few reels, and then once you come up against like, hi, my name is Ava, and I was born in the wrong body, and blah 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 blah. Sorry. And those videos, go in the comment section. It's brilliant. Best 5 minutes of your life. 5 minutes on a 30-second reel is insanely long, but in the comment section, you wish you had more time. It's the best thing ever. Just do it. Actually, you know what? Let me go on Instagram right now. Let me go see. Click on the reel button, which I never do. I can't find a gay guy or anything. Whatever. I never actually clicked that reel button. I don't actively try to waste my time. But if you do, go in the comment section. It's amazing. You'll never regret it. Why can't I see the comments? Comments aren't showing up. Or actually, let me restart my stream. Not my stream, just my video for me. And X. There we go. There's a live chat. Okay, it works. I think. Play ball? I don't want to play ball. Also, the game is still laggy. Let's just leave, Emma. What time is it? Alright. Actually, should I do GA? What other gamelets are there that are actually good? I guess HVV it is. Actually, you know what? Let's do GA. I want to try GA. I want to do a couple more maps of GA. Let's see how GA treats us. Ewok hunt. To you and your Ewok hunt, bro. That's not really Christian of you. Or Islamic at that point. Galactic Assault. The Rainbow. Ku Kluxman. I never see you do Supremacy. Never. I don't play Supremacy. Supremacy is the retarded brother of Galactic Assault. The retarded younger brother of Galactic Assault. Galactic Assault is the main game mode promoted on this game. And then they brought up Supremacy thinking it was going to compete. Just because people yapped for like 10 seconds about being bored on Galactic Assault, and the devs were like, fine. Instead of giving you new maps, new heroes, new this, new that, we're just going to rebrand Galactic Assault to Supremacy. Let's play Tatooine, it's fine. One day you're playing Ewok Hunt. One day. I've done it before. Most precisely. So, Kamala Harris has an Indian mother and black father, right? Or is it Jamaican father? If that's the case, then she isn't black, right? I mean, she looks black, but she isn't black. Because it had me thinking, like, about the whole, she's Indian and now she's black, which is arguably funny. If her father's Jamaican, then she's just not black. She's toned black, but she's not African black. Black. I guess it sounds funny in retrospect. Yeah, I didn't think of it. And then Indian is not a variation of black. But Jamaican isn't. It's just when she says she's black, she's insinuating that she's African American, right? If an American tells me I'm black over the mic or something, I'm gonna assume they're African American, not Jamaican American, right? Jamaican American, I guess some of them look like black people who are mostly African American. So when she says that, it sounds like she's an African, not Jamaican. So what is she? I genuinely do not know. She's part Indian, fine, but apart from that, what is she? And I'm asking you, Seg, and anybody else in here, because I feel like you guys would know more about this than me. Rate your black level on a 1 to 10. Me? I mean, skin-wise, I'm white. Bloodline-wise, it's from Africa. I am technically African, I just don't put it out there. Because when somebody says I'm African, I'm instantly expecting you to be like black. And technically I am African, but from Algeria. And Algerian people are like darker toned, so they're not exactly white, but they're like toned a little bit. Some of them are white, me being one of them. But it's still an African, in the African continent. So I am African. I'm only born here, but my blood is African blood. So if I rate me from my black level from 1 to 10, it's gonna have to be 0. My African level from 1 to 10 would be like 7, because I am African. It's just because I lived mostly here my entire life. Well, not mostly, all my life here. It degrades my Africanness, and because I wasn't also born in Africa, it also degrades it. So that's why I took away from it. Is she like the Biden replacement? She's the vice president of Joe Biden. And since he stepped down figuratively, literally stepped down the wrong way, not metaphorically, she became, I guess, president-elect or something. I don't fucking know. Well, the fact that she speaks like a 1880s English woman, including the hysteria, the fact that she has to put on a stereotypical racist accent should tell you everything you need to know. It is telling me a little bit of everything I need to know. I still want to know because it still nags at me. When I try to sleep, I'm like, is Kamala black, or is she just Indian black? Or is she just not black at all? I don't know. How the F did the guy spawn with a ship? Yeah, it's a thing you can do. Vader Gamer does it all the time. I don't like doing it because I'm just bad at chips. Hello, my little green friend, and I have no aim. Can you please do this thing, you racist? Thank you very much. Imagine putting some random black woman as an old senile man replacement. Some random. She's not even that old, she's 60. Actually, you know what? Let's actually advocate for Kamala. Let's say we all wanted her to. Let's say we had to promote her. How would we promote her well? I can't think of anything where I'm like, you know what, she did such a great job, I hope she becomes president. Well, I'm trying to think of good things she did, which is essentially what good things Biden did, because it's the same thing. What good things did they do that would make me want to say, yeah, you go Kamala? What did they think? What did they do? They rose taxes on the medium class or middle class and the lower class, so it made America wrongly stronger. So that's an amazing thing. They increased taxes. That's insanely good. They tax what's it called? Tax tips. That's really good too. They need the government needs the money more than we do. That's for sure. How do you didn't know that happened? Yeah, it did happen, Emma. And we did just say she's not Trump, so you should vote for her because she's not Trump. Yeah, that's the whole thing. A lot of people are not voting. I spoke about it actually last stream. That some people are just so retarded. The reasoning behind, oh, I don't want to vote for Trump, so I'll vote against anybody else who's against Trump. You're just retarded. The fact that they can get away with saying such a retarded thing is insane. It's insane. It's like if I go up and I'm like, 2 + 2 = 5, vote for me. And you're like, we believe 2 + 2 is 5. We're gonna endorse you. I know what I'm saying is stupid. And I may not say it's stupid, but I know it's stupid, you know it's stupid, and we're all in this stupid cult. So the fact that you're voting for me and I'm hearing everyone say, like, yeah, we endorse you, stupid fuck. Like, it's like, even me, the stupid master, knows that you are stupid for voting for me. And at least if you voted for the other guy, I'd have an ounce of respect, because I'm like, the fact that I'm not getting his vote, which is kind of annoying, but he's also not stupid for voting for me. Now, that's the thing. It's like, you're obviously dumb if you're voting for these people. You're obviously dumb. It's just stupid. And actually, I was thinking about something today, and it made me think. I was like, it kind of sucks that there's not like 2 variations of presidents that you could actually vote for. And you're probably asking yourself, you're like, what do you mean there's no 2 presidents that you can vote for? There is. There's either Kamala Harris or Trump. Well, the thing is, Trump is the right one to vote for. I'm just going to say it out here. Trump is just the right one to vote for. And Kamala is just hell for the USA. If they get elected, it's over for the Western world. But if you had Trump and then you had another candidate that was not crazy, but just had different policies and just different views, then I would actually prefer that. Because it's 2 people who aren't crazy, but I actually want to do the best thing for the United States, but they have different views on how they want to do it. That would be amazing. That would actually bring competitiveness to Trump and whomever else. But with Trump and Harris, it's so obvious that you have to vote for Trump. Even if you don't like some of his policies, if you don't vote for him, it's just going to bring hell to America. It's either you burn or you stay alive. It's like, there's no middle ground. Oh, it's not like if Harris dropped out, I think it would be RFK versus Trump. RFK is still in question, but I don't think he's like getting, get that many votes where he's going to make a difference in the charts. I think it's just going to be Trump versus Harris, really. Funny how they say the same thing about him. Yes, that is. The mayor's name was Willie Scott, if I remember correctly. So there is a saying that goes, the only black in Kamala is Willie Scott. The only black. Nice. Willie Scott. That's a good one. Wait, imagine if you had like RFK versus Trump. Like, RFK is not Kamala. Like, RFK's, I do like him, but just not over Trump. Not in personalities, over policies. I prefer Trump's policies over RFK Jr.'s policies. But if it was a 1v1, you could say, between the both of them, that would be a lot more interesting, because both of them have really good ideas on what to do with America. So it would actually be interesting to watch, and it would be very, very tight. I would be almost fine with either or, but I would prefer Trump. But with Kamala and Trump, it's like the devil versus the angel. It's not angel versus angel, where they're both good, but they're both different. So it's like, which one of my friends do I want in office? Which one of my friends do I believe will do a better job? They're both your friends. It's which one I think will do a better job. And then it's like, it's a bully versus a friend. It's like, well, obviously, he's still my friend. I just don't want you in there. Get out. It makes no sense. More context for Willie Scott comment is provided in a prior comment above. And yes, his name is Willie Scott. I did not make that up. No, I know you didn't make that up. Oh god, I was watching my phone. Actually, let me take another sip. It's getting late. The negotiator. I'm also drinking and playing with one hand. Well, not drinking, energy drink. Sipping. And there she goes. I hate playing as like the officers and whatever. I just play them so I can get a freaking hero. All I'm trying to do is get a hero. I agree, bonus health is kind of gay. Yes, bonus health is gay. It's good that people are finally waking up to it. Are you excited for Star Wars Outlaws? Fuck no. Fuck no. That's gayer than bonus health. Well, I'd rather put it on bonus health than play Star Wars Outlaws. Shit looks gay, bro. Imagine playing as a woman the entire time. I mean, you saw how that worked out with Iden Versio. Nobody liked it. You're back in the kitchen, bro. What are you doing in here? Nah, bro. I seen the gameplay. I heard everything I needed to hear, and I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna be awful. I'm not excited. I saw the gameplay, and I was like, oh gosh, this is even less exciting than I thought. So yeah, I'm good. I played the remastered version of Star Wars Bounty Hunter. It was very fun. Good for you, Tyler. Doesn't seem fun, bruv. Well, I mean, the devil is a fallen angel. Will the devil help? Sure, but he always takes an infinite amount from you, and in comparison to what he gives you. Yes. You give them an inch, they take a mile. That's what it is. Average konnichiwa. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws is gay. Very, very homo sapien. People need to stop voting with their feelings. Yeah, people vote with their feelings way too much. It's so annoying. Or going to, actually. But the thing is, I keep thinking about it. It's either Trump wins, great. But if Trump doesn't win, everybody is going to know that it was rigged. What's going to happen to you guys, you Americans, once that happens? Because that's not going to go around lightly. I don't think so. Like, with everything that's happened to Trump, it's so obvious that he's gonna win the election. Everything that needs to happen is just people to go out and vote. They're trying to bring back a variant of some sickness called monkeypox, which actually existed right after COVID. They tried to bring that out after COVID, but it failed. And now they're bringing it back on, and they had a meeting. They're like, we have the virus called monkeypox, mpox, and it is very contagious, and blah 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 blah. And it's convenient because then you'd have to vote online, and as soon as everything's online, it's super easy. You can kind of see where I'm going, so I'm not gonna, you know, go too much into detail. But that would be just to rig the election, right? So with everyone seeing what happened to Trump, everyone's rallying behind him, right? That's the thing. Everybody's rallying around him. There's nobody really hiding out, being like, oh, I'm a Trump voter, I'm just not going to tell everyone. Now people are like, yeah, I'm a Trump voter, deal with it. Right? Nobody cares. Everybody's for him. So because of that, if Trump loses, people are going to know that it wasn't because he actually lost in terms of votes. People are going to be like, yeah, they rigged it. But once they make that decision, what's going to happen to America? I don't think there's going to be riots, because the people who are for Trump aren't rioters. It's these Democrat faggots during the rioting times, during the BLM times, the gay pride stuff, any of those rioting things. It's all just Democrat retards. Oh, I'm born in the wrong body. Woo! It's all these dummies that go out and riot. So I don't think they would be rioting, because it's not that type of people who riot. But what would happen? It's an interesting theory, because it could be reality. I don't want it to be reality. Even as a Canadian, I don't want Trump in. I really do want Trump in. But what would happen if he doesn't get in? I mean, America goes to shit. Not like in terms of rioting or whatever. It's just, it's another 4 years of Biden slash Barack Obama, if you really want to go that far. Terrible, if you just want to know. But what's going to happen? Trump loses. That would be insane. I just know that during that time, because I'm pretty sure the election is on the 5th of November. I'm going to try to stream around that time too. And I'm probably going to try to stream the day of, maybe, and then react to the whoever's president. Who's the Canadian president? It's Prime Minister, and it's Justin Trudeau. He's just like the American. He's like Kamala Harris, honestly, literally. But I want. It's just, what would the reaction of the? What I was trying to say is, I know I'm gonna wake up, or about to go to bed, and just open up my phone, and there's gonna be a picture that says, "The new president," and it's gonna be either a picture of Kamala Harris or Trump. It's not gonna be like RFK, where it's like, he's good, but I kind of wish it was Trump. Oh well, it's not that bad. No, it's either really good or really bad. And if Kamala wins, it's gonna be that scene from Episode 3 of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, where Palpatine has just gotten like deep fried, and he's just like, "The attempt on my life has left me scarred and destroyed. But fear not." That scene. It's essentially going to be that if Kamala becomes president. People say Kamala is fresh or new, but she's been in office for the last 4 years and hasn't done anything. No, she has done some stuff. It's just been all terrible. It's just been all bad. Nobody likes it. She keeps making comments saying, "When I'm in office, I'll do this and that." Like, bitch, you've been in office for 4 years. And that's the thing too, right? One thing I don't like from people in general. It's like, I don't like when people are like, "Give me power and I promise I'll do this." If you give me power, I promise I will do this. One, I don't like that from the get-go. I don't like that if you do this, I'll do that. Just do it. And also, that doesn't make sense because you're already in office. Just do it now. If the immigration thing is so bad, or illegal immigrants, just do something about it now. Why do you need to wait until you're re-elected? You're already president or have the same power. Why must you? It doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. Anybody who's smart, this isn't like a technical thing where maybe because you're not American you don't know this is a logical thing. You're already there, you're already at work. Do the work. It's not like you're not at work yet and you're like, once I get there I will. You're already there. The only difference is you want to be there for a longer period at that point. I used to think American stereotypes were racist and prejudiced when I was a kid. Many years later I realized they were true. Yes, it was very true. RFK doesn't have the best policies, but I feel like I could trust him in many ways. Yeah, like America is most American under Trump, in my opinion. That's the way I see it. RFK would be good. It's just there is some things that Trump brings to the table which I really, really want to see. Genuinely, some stuff is same as RFK, for example, where it's like, whatever. Both of them bring it to the different table. But if RFK becomes president tomorrow or on the 5th, I wouldn't be upset, right? I wouldn't be like, fudge, damn it. Kamala becomes president, yes, right? But with Trump is the one I wanted. RFK wouldn't mind as much. And I'm not just saying RFK because just because he's the only other option aside from Trump and Kamala. Even if Trump wasn't in the picture, or if Kamala was in the picture, I would still be saying the same thing about RFK. I do like RFK. He does bring some good things to the table. Not as many as Trump, is my opinion, or as good as Trump. And I do believe he has a lot more negatives than Trump. And then Kamala is just... And honestly, it doesn't matter if it's Kamala or Tyler Hanks, the next Democratic president. It doesn't matter. Whoever's going to be there is going to destroy America. It can be a monkey, it can be an ape, it can be a gorilla, and yes, I'm naming all the same kind. It can be a lizard, it can be Vader Gamer as the president of the Democratic Party. It doesn't matter. They're all going to do the same stupid shit. It's just whoever's the puppet there. But the rules are going to be the same, whether it's under the new governor that she just elected as her vice president, or whether it's her, or whether it's Biden again, or Hillary Clinton. It's all going to be America's going to be screwed. If it was Kamala, then you'd be looking at a civil war. Civil war? If it's Trump, then people will be worried he will do Project 2025. Basically, it'd be the US becoming far more like Afghanistan in policy. Yep, no matter the person, then Americans will have all the same. Yeah, exactly. The person doesn't matter. Doesn't. Okay, fine. Maybe a little bit, right? When you go to like negotiate a deal in Russia, Putin will look at the president most of the time, right? And he'd be like, "What the fuck is this sloppy guy?" Know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter who's there. Only a little bit, but it effectively doesn't matter. Because if the rules are shitty for Biden, they were the same for Barack. They were gonna be the same for Harris. They're gonna be the same if Daniel Watson / Vader Gamer gets in office. If I get in office as Democrat, it'll be the same. Like, you can't just get there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it my way. No, not with these retards. Actually, no, they're not retarded. They're actually very smart. They're doing all of this on purpose. Calling them retarded is actually a big understatement. Some of the people in their offices are retarded. I'd vote for Daniel Watson. Bro's just gonna like bring what's this thing he does? Bro's gonna start map glitching all over America. He's gonna go to Area 51 and be like, guys, I found a new map glitch in Area 51. Try not to get shot. Mod Squad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some Mod Squad people in here now. Mood Squad. Mooding Squad. Boarding Squad. Yavin 4. What time is it? Okay, I still got some time. Not too much. I just wish we could have had a debate between what's her name? His name, Barack and Trump. That would have been sick, because they're both really good speakers, and Barack's rules or policies are the same as Harris / Biden, so it would have still been the same counter arguments. It's just I feel like Barack Obama represents them the best. And also, I remember once Barack on, I think Jimmy Kimmel's show, he was just like, I wish I could get a puppet to run the office and I wish I could control him. So, I could still be someone in power. He said it as a joke and everybody laughed, but there's always truths in jokes, and especially with these people, they believe in karmic retribution, so they can't do something evil to you without telling you beforehand. If I give you an apple and it's poisoned and you die from that apple, although I am an evil person, I believe I did it badly, right? I have to tell you within some ways that this apple is poisoned. So the way they would do it, they would tell you, I put poison in this apple, and then give it to you. And then when you eat it, you're like, well, I told them there was poison in this apple. Too bad, so sad. Right? They do believe in karmic retribution, which is kind of weird to think about. It's like semi-honorable, although everything they do is not honorable. Very, very non-honorable. I mean, Michelle Obama. How was I getting with Michelle Obama? I forgot my point, damn it. Sorry, bro, Michelle, Mike. I mean, she's gay, or he's gay. Michelle is a dude. Mike is a dude. Mike Obama. And same with Emmanuel Macron, the president of France. His wife is a dude. Obviously. Justin Trudeau's gay. No wonder why his wife divorced him. And he looks gay too. They all look gay. Like, you can, if you think about it, like, make an assessment. If I told you this guy is gay, if you look close enough, you can be like, yeah, you know what, I can see it. Barack Obama, you can kind of see it. Emmanuel Macron, president of France, you can kind of see it. Justin Trudeau, oh my god, you don't even need to see, you can hear it. Who else is there? Biden, weirdly, no. Because he was even against the whole gay marriage thing. It's just now he has to play the act, which the Democrats don't want a straight white man as a president, preferably not. right? Kamala Harris fits perfectly with their stereotype. They have a black Indian woman president. That's like the ideal candidate because they love diversity, inclusion, and whatever the whole thing. They want a lizard that looks red, that has green eyes, that's 6 foot tall but has no legs, that's a feminine, masculine, homophobic woman, that's a non-racist, super racist, homophobic, non-homophobic dude that looks like a woman. They want the works, right? So Kamala fits that perfectly. So when you hear people endorsing her, the Democrats, it's like, you know what, I can kind of see that. I've never liked the idea of karma or the fact that humans know of the evidence of heaven and hell, because I always wonder if some people are nice just to be nice so they could, if they're scared of the punishment. Well, that doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter if you think about it. Because if I'm nice to you and I give you $100 every day, and I'm giving you $100 every day because God's like, you know, if you do this, then in the day of, you want to get punished, right? In the day of judgment, you want to get punished, and because of that, you might also get heaven. So if I just give you $100, and I feel this way about it, it doesn't really matter to you. I'm still benefiting society by giving you $100. And God is going to be like, you know what, because of it, I'm not going to punish you for it. Now, if I give you the $100 and I don't even think of the punishment, I'm just like, I just want to give you $100 because I want to give you $100. For you, it's still the same. I'm still benefiting society whether I think of it or not, right? So I don't think that's I get the argument, and I always think about stuff like this all the time, and it truly doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I wouldn't overthink it. What I would overthink is I'll give the example this way, and then you can think of it other ways. If somebody goes up to you and they're like, hey, let's say you're on the side of the road, they're like, hey, I have a hamburger, you should eat it. And you say, no, thank you, I'm good. And then they're like, you should really eat it, protein's good for you. No, thank you, I'm good. You should really eat it, otherwise your family will die. It's like, oh, okay, where are we heading with this? Now, I'm saying this example is because it's the same thing that happened during coronavirus. The whole vaccines. Get this thing or your family will die. Your grandma, who's 99 years old, will die. How does that make any sense? The fact that they're forcing you to get something, and the intention behind it is cruel. How was I trying to word this? I like forgot it halfway through, but I'll just get to the point instead of giving you the example. What I'm trying to say is the intention behind it is cruel. While me giving you $100 every day because I'm scared of what God will do to me, although you might not think of it of a good action because I'm only giving you $100 because I'm scared of God, of what He might do to me if I don't. It's not a cruel thing. I'll give you $100. It'll be like, I'm really only doing it because I'm scared that God will punish me if I don't. Well, that's fine. If I'm giving you $100 because I'm like, I know He's gonna go spend it on, I don't know, beer, and I know He loves to drink and drive, that's cruel. If you think of it that way, then fine. Yeah, that argument works. But in any other way, it's fine. It really is. To me, it matters just because it feels false to me. In my mind, I always wonder if there were no rules or laws, would anyone hesitate from committing evil acts? Yes. In the US and the UK, yes. But I also thought of this exact thing, and I'm glad you brought it up. Think of Gaza, right? If you lived in Gaza/Palestine right now, there is no laws. You could kill somebody and get away with it. You could steal from somebody and get away with it. Who are you going to call? You're going to call the police? There is no police. There is no laws. The only thing holding the society in Gaza together is the religion of Islam, right? Most of the people there are Muslims. So the religion is keeping that place together. Although everybody's getting stabbed, bombed, you name it, everybody here knows it. The only thing keeping them from doing evil acts is the fear of God. That's all it is. If you do this, God will punish you. If you do this, God will give you. If you do this, God will this, God will that. That's God's keeping that society together. That society is in the worst. That's the worst place on earth right now. If you want to go on the worst place on earth right now, go to Palestine. that you have no hospitals because they're all bombed. You have barely any electricity, barely any water, barely any food, barely this. You get bombed every couple of days or every couple hours, depending on where you are. I get hiccups. And you have absolutely all the reasons on earth to be sad and pissed and mad, and yet you're still helping out your brothers and sisters there, and you're not doing any evil acts. That's purely because of God. And that society is an apocalypse, essentially. And then if you look at America, one black guy dies. And I'm not saying anything about George Floyd, right? Whether good or bad, he dies, and then the whole world, the whole US goes to shit. There's rioting, people are looting. Why are you going to steal from stores over George Floyd dying? How does those two make sense? How are they correlated? How is George Floyd correlated to you now having the right to go steal from Walmart? How does that make sense? The moment anything happens, it brings out evil in them. There is no God in that society. That's why these evil acts happen, because you removed God and you brought in things that are godless. So why would you fear any other power? You don't fear God. You were never thought anything about God, right? So the other society who fears God, everything has literally gone to shit there. Their parents have died, their brothers have died, they're probably gonna die, they have no food, they have every reason to die. Most of them are probably wishing they'd be dead because it'd probably be a better alternative. Yet they're still being nice and they're not looting or rioting. Why is that? Because they fear God. The other side, who don't even have an apocalypse, some black guy died, and everyone's just stealing. And everyone's breaking windows and breaking into people's houses. That's not a God-fearing society. Even so, if God didn't punish people for evil acts, then would people choose to commit them? So if people didn't commit, if God didn't punish people for evil acts, then would people choose to commit them? So let me just brainstorm live. So for example, stealing is bad. So if God didn't punish me for stealing, if God didn't punish at all, then would I steal? No, because it's inherently bad. Like, for example, what's stopping me from stealing, for example, right? Or doing something bad? The first thing that, for example, stealing. Let's use it as an example, because it's basic. Everybody in here who's retarded will understand it also. What's stopping me from stealing candy from a baby or anything like that? It's not because I fear God and I'm like, oh no, God's going to do this. I just don't do it. Stealing is inherently bad, whether you believe in God or not. Atheists who don't believe in God at all, or any gods, don't steal either, or shouldn't steal, right? It's illegal. You just don't do it. So that's not because I fear God. If I'm going to do something and I really want to do it, then it's an incentive that God will punish me for it. I'm like, oh, fine, I won't do it because God was going to punish me anyways. Fine, maybe. But it doesn't cross my mind, really. And not in a bad way. It should cross my mind, but it doesn't really matter all that much. If that makes any sense. So even if God didn't exist, or if his punishment didn't exist, sorry, that's more accurate. I personally still wouldn't steal or do anything. I'm not just saying this to save my, because I'm live and I'm like, oh yes, I'm Mr. Perfect. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. But a lot of people don't believe in God, or are religiousless, meaning like you're a Christian but you don't know anything about Jesus. You know how like so many people are like, yeah, I'm Christian, but they don't do anything Christianly, or Muslims that don't just do anything Muslimly, if that makes sense. Yeah, they don't steal either, or they don't do any of these crimes either, because it's just not beneficial to the humankind. And yeah, sure, it's good that God is also like, by the way, you would get punished if I did this, so if you did this. Wasn't correlated, they just wanted an excuse to steal. Let's be real. A lot of them, yes. It wasn't correlated, but they just wanted an excuse to steal. And that would still enhance my point. They just wanted an excuse, and George Floyd dying was like, oh, perfect, he died, let's go fucking riot and steal. Well, in Palestine, everybody's fucking dead. Oh, a lot of people are. Like, the excuses in Palestine are like unlimited if we use the same logic, right? But why isn't anybody doing that? And I'm sure there's like one guy in Palestine who like probably stole from people or something. Like, I'm not gonna, but it doesn't. Exceptions don't discredit the logic, right? But why isn't anybody there just doing fighting each other? The Palestinians are all regrouping within each other. They're not fighting each other. But why are the Americans or these Westerners really? Not just you guys, us too, Canadians. Why are we fighting each other over stupid shit or using an excuse of George Floyd dying or any other one you want to name for doing stupid stuff? It's dumb and retarded. I mean, if he teaches you good things, why wouldn't you do it? Yes. But you understand what I mean, right? More about to do with people having good morals because they want to do good, or they have them out of fear. I feel like most people do it out of fear. Well, the thing is, I prefer you helping me because, how could I say? I do understand you want people to do good because out of good faith, good moral. Yes, I understand that. Instead of them doing good because they fear that, you know, they have a gun pointed at their head, to put it as a metaphor. I do understand that. But if you're on the other side, right? Let's use the $100 example. If I give you $100, if I give you $100 because I fear that God will punish me if I don't, you wouldn't know. I would just give you $100 and I'm out. You'd be like, oh, thank you. If Christian gives you $100 out of good moral, you still wouldn't know that, but you'd be like, ah, thank you. You would prefer Christian giving you $100 if you knew, because you'd be like, ah, he's doing it because he genuinely wants to be nice. You appreciate that extra step. But in reality, it still doesn't matter all that much. It's just like a personal touch. I do get it. And even I prefer the good moral. I prefer you do something for me because you wanted to do it, not because you had like sort of a gun pointed at your head and you kind of like felt like you were almost obliged to do it. I do get it. But in the long term, it doesn't really matter. But I do choose to believe that people generally have good morals just to have them, even without fear. Yes, I do agree as well. Some people do have that fear thing. But it does, and the thing is, if you fear God, that's not a bad thing. You should fear God. You should be like, you know, when you think of Him, you should, and the punishment, you should fear those things. It's not a bad thing. If you don't fear and you're like, whatever, bro, that's the worst reaction you want to have. The fact that you fear God or whatnot is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. If you fear like a human, then fine, we can talk about that. If you fear God, don't worry about it. You're on the right track. But I do choose to... Okay, I already read that. My bad. It is quite hard to stream and talk and play and have a genuine discussion with smart people. Me being also smart and play without being like drained. I did have a small nap right before the stream, so I believe that helped, including the energy drink. I don't think people realize how like semi-difficult it is. And to read the chat too, because it's kind of hard to see. To read, to think of an example, to actually play it out dying, to make it semi-interesting at least. Oh wow, I actually hit him. I try my best though. Keep the boys entertained and educated as well. Education. Imagination. I feel like Seg is just cooking up another comment. I don't mind at all. Sounds rude, that's why I said that. I don't want to just choke one of them. Hello. I am not about to 1v1 in GA, bro. I am good. One of my friends said he didn't fear God because he believed no matter what happened to him, blessing or punishment, it would always be right since it was God who made it. I can kind of see his view. One of my friends said he didn't fear God. Well, that's a different. He doesn't. He fears God. He fears God, in my opinion. He's just wording it wrong. He's using the wrong words. I also see it that way too, but I fear God. So like, what the hell? What? But yeah, like if tomorrow I have to go on a trip and I get on an airplane and the airplane blows up, I'm like, okay, well, this was God wanted the airplane to blow up with me in it, like on the way, TIE fighter, yeah, on the way to vacation or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, it's in God's hand. God wanted me to die this way. I'm perfectly fine with that, but I still fear God. I agree with most of the things Christians. I agree with most of the things Christians, so why not? You're English, bruv. I have a hard time reading that. If I don't agree with something, that doesn't mean it all is bad. Well, if you're Christian, I don't see why you don't agree with everything with Christians. That kind of... I'm Muslim and I agree with everything in Islam, 100%. If I didn't agree with everything, that would make me a bad Muslim. So I would reassess your view on Christianity. At the end of the day, at the end, for me, I don't do it for faith. I do it because why not? If it does exist, then I'm doing good. If it doesn't, then I'm not doing any damage. That's actually an argument I use against atheists. Not against. It sounds hostile. That's one of the arguments. I'm like, okay, well, you're atheist. You don't believe in a god because you just don't, whatever, stupid reasons. But I'm like, okay, let's say you die at 80 years old and you lived a good life, let's say, and you die and you realize, oh god, there was a god after all and there is an afterlife. Fuck, I was an atheist my entire life. I'm screwed, right? That would be the thought process. But if you're like, you know what, I don't believe in God, but you know what, I'm going to follow the path. Because worst case scenario, God exists and heaven exists and blah blah blah. And at least now I get a better shot at making it. Isn't that the logical thing to do? Even if you don't believe in God, you'd be like, you know what, let me just believe in God. Because if he does exist, I'd at least have a chance. It'd at least be a lot better for me than if God didn't exist. If God did exist and I didn't believe. Because imagine if you died and you're like, I don't believe God exists, and he does exist. Ho, you're screwed, buddy. But if God doesn't exist, but you still believed in a God, then it's whatever. And if God did exist, and you did believe in God, then good. But I believe the first option, that you didn't believe in God and he did exist, yeesh. It's not a way to go. So out of just chance, out of just pure probability, you're way better off being a religious person. Statistically. And then you could get down to which religion, blah blah blah. But it'd be crazy if God just ends up telling everyone that Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, and Islam were all correct, and they were all worshipping him, so it was all just a test. That would be insane. For me, God can be the motivation for people to do good. It doesn't really matter if he exists or not. It does matter if he does exist, but I do get what you're saying. I just wish Vader Gamer was here, because he's a big Christian dude and I'm a big Islam guy, so we always go back and forth. And it's interesting. It's we're two educated people in our religions, so it's not like, well, my religion's better than yours. No, mine is. No, yours is. No, mine is. Not that type. That'd be crazy. But the thing is, Jesus is supposed to come back if you believe in Islam and Christianity. So that's I hope to be alive to see that. That's like one thing I really, really wish for, to just be alive to see Jesus. Because we believe he will come back, and even I believe it too, obviously. But it's like, if he comes back and he's Muslim, will the Christians believe it? And if he comes back and he's Christians, will the Muslims believe it? Well, I can, spoiler alert, if he comes back, for example, well, not if, when he comes back, and let's say he's Christian, although Islam doesn't believe it, it's just a thesis, or a thought experiment, as they say. If he comes back and he's Christian, then I feel like Muslims just would be like, well, that's not Jesus. That's just some dude proclaiming to be Jesus, and who has a lot of similar interests. And I feel like that would be the same thought process for Christians. So I feel like most of the people would never believe that that's Jesus. Only the people residing within that religion would be like, yeah, that's Jesus, because in the Quran or in the Bible it says this, and Jesus should be like that, and person fits the criteria. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know how he will come back. I just know that he will. I'll have to do more research. I don't want to spread misinformation, to be honest. I mean, one could even see hell as a mercy from God, since God can just wipe you from existence, but he instead chooses to allow you to remain in existence if he made you all. What? I mean, one could even see hell as a mercy from God. Hell from mercy from God? Uh, since God can just wipe you from existence, instead he chooses to allow. Nah, I'm gonna have to disagree. Hell is not a mercy from God. Hell is no mercy. Hell is the thing you don't want to be. You're trying to do everything to not be in hell and to be in heaven. If you're not gonna get in heaven, at least not hell. If there's a medium in there where you just come back to earth or something, I don't know. Hell is not a mercy, brother. I'm pretty sure the least punishable thing in hell was actually described. Only one of the punishment, and it was the easiest punishment, or the least punishable punishment, if you will. Like the level 1 out of 100, if you will. And I think God described it as being barefoot on ice, and it being on ice or something super hot. I think it was ice, being so cold that it blew your brain out. I think that's like the easiest, the lightest punishment you could ever have from hell. I think that's the lightest. And we got Naboo finally. Some people would prefer just dying instead of pure suffering every day, every time. Well, yeah, the Palestinians. I saw a Palestinian girl saying like, just I want to die, and she was 12. And I can't. It's only she's like one of the only people where I'm like, I don't understand, because I'm not in that situation. I'm not going to say that, but I understand it more than people who are depressed because they lost their girlfriend. Ooh, and they're like, I want to die, no. Because she just lost all of her family. She lost her limb. And when I say all of her family, she lost her uncle, her aunts, her parents, her brothers, her sisters, her mother. Like, she has nobody. Like, her lineage ends with her. Imagine you, right? Your family name. There's a lot of other people within your family with your family name. Imagine if all of them died and it was only you left. You were the last, say, Miller in the family. All the other Millers that ever existed are now dead. You're the only one. And now you only have one leg. And you're living in an air prison, and it keeps getting bombed. You're like, just kill me. She doesn't want to live anymore. Some people would prefer just dying instead of pure suffering. That is true, and that is the kind of people. Like that, but you need to get to that extent, and like it is sad. There's nothing you can say about that. And when I hear like the people are like, well, we have to help Israel defend. I'm like, what are you trying to defend Israel from? How is this 12-year-old child, for example, going to do anything against Israel? It's always been that way with the fucking Israeli state. And that's the one thing I really disagree on Trump on, is his views on Israel. That's the only major thing, and it truly pisses me off, because I really do like almost a lot of his policies. It's just when it comes to his views on Israel and his pro-Israeli views, I'm like, it sucks that I agree with you on almost everything, except when it comes to this. I strongly disagree with you. I mean, I'm pretty sure if it just came... Well, look, I know he's pro-life in the sense that he doesn't like the fact that people are just dying. So I know that he would try to make it where people just don't die on either side, which I agree. People shouldn't die on either side. But I feel like for him to get to that state, I think, and I'm not too sure on this, so don't take my word for it, but I think for him to get on that to get on that side, for people to stop dying on both sides, I feel like he would help Israel a lot and be like, Israel, go ham, but only for this period of time. And that would kill a bunch of people, not just people, a bunch of people who have nothing to do with the war, a bunch of people who are just like me and you, nice, or just dying because we're just in the area where they claim it's theirs, to then be peaceful. So I feel like with Trump, there would be a lot more killing and then find none. And that I don't agree with. But that's just what I think would happen. And like I said, don't quote me on it. I'm not sure if it's true. But I do believe that... I do believe Kamala's view, or whoever's in charge... Because at one point Biden, or when I say Biden's, whoever was president or the people in charge, were quite pissed at Israel at some point with the whole genocide thing. Although they did support a lot and they did give money and weapons and whatever, They were actually quite pissed at one point, and uh, they had like beef with Netanyahu, and their views on Israel, they're all pro-Israel. Let's get that out of the way. They're all pro-Israel. They all want to help Israel, but I feel like Trump is going to help them the most, unfortunately. And as weird as it sounds, I'd rather vote for Kamala or FK if it only came to Israel-Palestine. If it only came to that, I'd rather one of them in than Trump. Only to that. I really feel bad for the people back in ancient times, because if they had followed the teaching of Jesus, it was pure faith-based gamble. Either he did perform miracles or he used demonic power. If they picked wrong, then they were screwed. Yeah, I guess. You could say that. Jesus. Jesus. Uh-oh. But yeah, anytime you see some people are like, oh, I'm born in the wrong body, or I can't believe this, or I'm depressed because, I don't know, they wouldn't allow me to cut my pee-pee off, so I'm crying in my parents' basement, and I need pills because I'm so depressed about it. If you when you hear that, those people, just think of the examples that I gave you about the people just getting absolutely mauled in Gaza, and their parents just dying left, right, and center. It's another Tuesday. A bunch of people got killed. Fudge, that sucks. Tomorrow is going to be the same thing. And these people aren't on pills. They still keep faith in God. Just think about those people next time that one of these people, one of these LGBTQ members or whomever, like, oh, I'm so depressed because of I didn't get my Burger King order properly. This is the fuck. And you need pills. Imagine having feelings and you need pills to make sure your feelings are proper. I feel sad, let me take pills. I feel happy, so let me do something that makes me happier, like smoking weed or whatever. Oh, I feel anxious, so let me take a pill for that. God created you perfectly, bro. Chill. Even before Gaza, it's been happening everywhere in South Congo and Myanmar. Yes, yes. But in Gaza, it's been happening for a very long time as well. Like a very, very long time. In 2021, years before that, like before even I was born and you were born and whatever. Like, it's been happening for ages. Ages. I think at least 100 years, I believe. Well, at least 100 years in modern history, but even in like ancient history, it used to always be a big thing, conquering Jerusalem. It's the same thing that's been happening for hundreds of years. It's just modernized, and now people are labeling it more politically and non-religiously, but it's a religious war. I know people don't want to call it religious war because people in the modern day, because technology exists, people now, whenever they think about religion, they're like, ooh, magical stuff, Halloween, or like they think of it as like magic. Ooh, old people used to believe in that, not anymore. It's just that. It's just a religious a war. If you really want the truth, it's a religious war. That's all it is. And when I say that's all it is, doesn't mean it's a small thing. It is still very big. It's annoying. That has been going on ever since. But yeah, it's insane. So what time is it? Oh geez, it's getting late. There's a Vader gamer there. Vicious Cat. What a name. Galactic D's. I want this Vader gamer to die, actually, so I'm not gonna heal him. Come on, Luke Skywalker. He sees the Grievous, that's why. I'm kind of falling asleep with the PS4 fan. Yeah, the PS4 fan is like slowly like hypnotizing you. Yeah. The Israeli-Gaza conflict has echoed of the medieval crusades in it. A pure religious conflict. Yes, very much so. I mean, if people here don't really know too much about it, and they want to get interested, You should watch the movie Kingdom of Haven. It doesn't really educate you all that much about it, but you'll there's a lot of resemblance, and it's basically the Muslims try to conquer Jerusalem, and it'll at least give you a good idea on what's going on, and it'll at least show you that this thing has been going on for ages. I mean, I'm pretty sure Islam, or the Muslims, reconquered it at the time of the movie Kingdom of Haven. It was, I think, around 1100. So 11 something something year, and now we're in 2024. So you see how long it's been going on. So it's been a very, very big thing. I'm pretty sure for Christians, Jerusalem is where Jesus was crucified, or where he's supposed to come back from. And for us, I can't remember why it's religious, but I know it is. Or not religious, holy. It is holy for us. I can't remember why. I didn't know. But it's a holy place for Christians and for Muslims. And I do believe, I think for Jews, although I don't think so. I think for the Jews, they just needed a place to, live. A country, and they had a bunch of land they could have chosen from, and then they just decided to take this one. They obviously wanted to be the landlords. Typical Jewish fashion. But yeah. Yeah, and don't worry about falling asleep. The fan does make me fall asleep literally at night too. And it's not just the PS4 fan that you're hearing now, it's the AC I have in the background. The PS4 fan is here, but the AC is louder. I can't freaking move, thank you. I'm just gonna wait for the hero to die too. I'm not really want to play these guys too much. Gaza. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. To the Jews, it is their holy land, promised to them by God after their hardships in Egypt. Oh, I didn't know that. How do you even know? Do Jews really believe in a God, or is it like, is it the same God as the Christians or something? Like, their relationship with God is weird. I'm not even trying to be like insulting anything. It's just I see them making fun of Jesus, and they like spit on crosses, or the Christian cross. And then with their God, they're like beefing with gods and stuff. I don't get it. Their relationship with God, I don't get. You yapping and me not understanding anything makes it worse. Yeah, it's yeah. I get what you mean, Christian. Hey, at least you're getting a small history lesson here. Well, at least we talked about like economics and like the United States and our Israeli-Gaza war. So at least you're getting valuable information on a Battlefront stream. Imagine telling somebody else what you're doing. Yeah, I'm watching some guy play Battlefront as we're talking about a literal war and genocide and the state of the world, essentially. I don't think the Jews believe in Jesus. I don't think they like Jesus. Aren't they the ones that literally killed Jesus? We don't believe Jesus died in Islam, for the record, just between friends. But according to the Christians, I'm pretty sure they believe that the Jews killed Jesus, or crucified, or whatever. So it ain't looking bruv. It ain't looking good, bruv. To my knowledge, Jews believe in the same God as Christians and Muslims, but they believe Jesus performed the blasphemy by declaring himself the Son of God, and for that they perceive the crime they crucified him. Okay, that's what I thought. Where's Vader Gamer when you need him? Yes, I always say that. Yeah. The mofos crucified Jesus, or essentially killed him, right? Crucified, killed. Not the same form of death, yes, but I was gonna say not the same thing, but that would be dishonorable. I can't see a thing. I can't move also. They have a fin buff, I just don't know where. I like picking BB90 in this situation, but it's just when there's a fin buff, BB90 is useless. His shock doesn't do anything. The damage from the shock doesn't do anything. Literally useless. The Jews. Well, it's gonna be... Where am I getting shot from? It's gonna have to be Vader Gamer who has to do, to kill Finn. If I had Maul, maybe I could, but if there's too many, then it's just impossible. Well, at least I got the glitch where I can see through the walls infinitely. I do kind of like the smoke, though, so I kind of wish I had that, too. Right, well, let's see where he is. That's Rey. That's not what we want. Oh my god, leave me alone! There's no Finn here. Let's go through the other side. That's probably going to be my last game, by the way. So if you guys have any questions, say it now. Well, I'm still live. On the live. Also, I saw that, but I wasn't going to deal all that much damage. Oh, there's the Finn. There's my African American. I'm going to regen a little bit and then go in. Oh, I pushed him the right way. Oh god. Okay, well, now we know. Oh, I can't see a thing. I'm legally blind. 6% battery. I'm leaving. Alright. See you. Thanks for joining by the way. I appreciate the help, my brother. In Christianity, it's believed Jesus died as a payment for humanity's sin. Yeah, I get that. And then he was resurrected and then brought the souls of people who died before God's word was spread out of hell. Then Jesus ascended to heaven to Milo. Yeah, I heard a similar thing. And I'm saying similar because I don't know it by heart. But I've heard something very, very close to that. So I do believe that is true. Well, from your point of view at least. Christian's point of view. Oh my god. I hate the ledge. Thank you. Also, I'm a former max BB90, so I know how to play it right. It's just, there's so much what you can do if you're fighting like 6 billions. Oh, she's using her insight. That's what she could see me. I forgot about that. No. Supersized sentry. I hate that. Oh well. Hee. I'm bad as Michael Jackson. Very interesting coverage just went down during the stream. Yes, it always is. It always is. I mean, you called it at the beginning. I used to have my friend, you know him, I think, Vader Gamer. He's a Christian. He wanted to be a priest. I still think he does. So he's definitely very educated in Christianity, and I like to think I'm at least well educated in Islam, more than the average person my age. So when we both are in here, we can both, like, I'm not going to use the right word, but stick up for our religions, right? So instead of me trying to think about what the Christian version of this is to whatever, he would just tell me, and we could go back and forth. But yeah, I know, because I learned a lot from him, I kind of know what he might say, so that's good. I don't mind learning about Christianity or whatnot. It'll just help me counter argue. I'm kidding. And there you go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. One thing you haven't seen this entire stream is me raging over some guy teabagging me or whatever. And I feel like you've probably noticed that it's a thing I don't do on streams. I don't see why people do that. It's so emasculine and so stupid and so not worth it and so childish. There's nothing pro or good about some guy teabagging and be like, yeah, I'm gonna message his entire family and be like, oh, I'm gonna get him back, or I'm gonna... It's just stupid. Just get over it. Get better. I don't know why people are so, like, fed up about it. He bested you. Get better. Like, oh my god, he's a tryhard. Oh my god, he thinks he's so good. Like, yeah, he is. He beat you, clearly. And also, when people say, he's not even that good, okay, so someone not even that good beat you who is supposed to be good? Shut the fuck up. I have noticed that PlayStation Battlefront is more competitive than Xbox. Well, everybody on Xbox is gay, so they're too busy doing other stuff while playing. You know what I mean? I'll stay here for like 2 minutes to see if there's any last questions before I leave. Ah yes, the faggot card. There is no escape. I literally have the only good cards unlocked. This one, these two are like meh. They're really not that useful. This one, let's not talk about it. And this one also not. Who else? What's his health card called? Hot and cold. That one is useful. And then Chewbacca up here. Bonus health. Wow, wow. I didn't even know his was called bonus health. I thought it was called somebody else. I'm very close to getting my hands on PlayStation 5 Dev Kit. I really wish I could use it to play Battlefront. Yeah, that would be dope if you did, bro. We could probably figure out some new type of Kusa program on it too, if you did. BB90, I do have the health regen on him. Because you just need it on BB90. Fine, you're small, you don't really get hit, but also you don't do that much damage if you get hit a lot. Like, you need the health. Come on. It's a fucking droid. And for BB-8 I don't, because he just absolutely destroys them. I don't know why I have it on, actually. I'm gonna take it off. Cotton 4K? No. Yeah, for BB-8 it's useless. He already deals a lot of damage. Anakin... In 1v1s, maybe, because he doesn't really need it, but it's... I could see why you would. This is my 1v1 setup, HVV, and then this one's just a random one I might choose time to time. Kusa 10.0 disables the ability to use bonus health with Vader. It also gives Kylo a purple lightsaber. Bro, legit, if Luca could do that, and had we still sold Kusa, I would have probably sold the Nigerian edition Kusa to make it a little bit more special and have like Palpatine fully disabled. And then Vader's health card would just be disabled, and it would be the Sigma Kusa. Like the more masculine Kusa. Most masculine Kusa on the market. On the market. Also, thanks for joining me on, Mutino. Appreciate it. You always here, bruv. Playing with me. I know you're watching the stream and you're not typing anything. I know it's because you're playing. There goes the energy drink. Anyways, any last questions before I leave, boys? Fellas in Paris? Fellas in Paris. Never thought about it, but Palpatine with red lightning would be epic. I don't like the way the lightning looks in this game. I prefer the way it looks in Battlefront 1. I don't like it too much in Battlefront 1, right? But I do prefer it over Battlefront 2, if that makes sense. But the one in Battlefront 1 looks the closest to the movies, in my opinion. But not totally. Like, you know, in Battlefront 2, I feel like it goes more... Like, in Battlefront 1, it's so small. Like, the width of Battlefront 1's lightning on Palpatine is very small, so it's not wide. Which I don't like. I wish it was wider and it kind of went all over the place when somebody blocked. Kind of like in Battlefront 2, it kind of goes just all over the place sometimes, which is accurate. It's nice. But I just don't like the way it looks. It's not really thick. In Battlefront 1, it's thick and whatnot, but it's just very... not very wide. So if they mixed Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2's, it would be the perfect, in my opinion. Fire stream as always. May you have many more. Inshallah, brother. If God willing is what it means. Alright, G's. You guys are on in the Discord, so if you want to catch me there, I'll catch you on the flippity flop, bro.